like make your opponent really scared to like cast anything. They can't play like a Geist into this graveyard. So then you just use the rest of your spells like Faithless Looting, Tracker's Instinct to like pull way ahead while you're threatening this guy into the graveyard.
Sure.
And then once they get to an Angel draw, like the turn that they're going to Angel, you like force them to mana leak there, and you just slow them down.
They just can't get a threat on the board.
Yeah,
right?
they just can't get anything going. So it gets to like turn 8, and you have 8 to 10 mana, and they just really can't do anything at that point.
All right, cool. So you sort of break the tempo. You reverse basically the vulnerability they've been exploiting with other people, and just take it to them. That's cool.
Yeah.
I have gone through all of the deck lists. There are some nice ones out there, but the field, I think your 40% guess is low on
Really?
Delver. I actually think it's low. Like, it felt like 3 out of every 4 deck lists was Delver. I think that's too high. Like, it's probably like 60% is my guess, but it's I believe it is over half the field. It's a lot of Delver. If the player's last name starts with A, there's a Seachrome Coast in their deck. That is a surefire statistic. That's not just Delver, but
Well, you shouldn't give me this information, right?
it's absurd. There's so much Delver.
Yeah.
You can walk around and see it at the tables. I think we've even had a Delver mirror under camera already, although one of them was unique, if I recall.
So it seems like it's going to be a good day of broadcast.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully we get to Legacy.
I've seen on Twitter we've got a lot of mirrors, like beat the mirror, beat the mirror, beat the mirror.
I mean, that makes me feel good. All I want to do now is just get through Legacy alive. That's just my hope, because I think my standard deck is awesome. And for you guys back at home, like, you should just play this at FNM, play it at a PTQ. You might have to change some stuff if people start playing Graveyard Hate because of it, but I don't think that'll happen right away. Like, this weekend, this deck is the best deck to take into a tournament. I mean, I wish this was standard only. I would, like, you know, call shot a top 8 with like pretty good stats at just winning. The deck is just so good.
Awesome. So you're saying you're scared of Legacy. So what are you playing in Legacy?
I'm playing Reanimator.
Reanimator. Okay. We are you playing a different list from Redux, or is it pretty close?
It's close enough. I'm just, you know, in Jerry I trusting, like I do all the time in Legacy. And well, a couple weeks ago it was terrible because I played Dredge and I had to read my Undiscovered Paradise. Like, when does this go back to my hand? Yeah, it was real bad. Like, but this deck seems a little more straightforward.
Sure.
I'm just trying to do one thing. They're trying to disrupt me. So, like, I'm gonna make them have it, and even can just stumble into wins. Even if I screw up, I'm still just reanimating a big guy.
So did you do any prep work for the Legacy portion, or are you mostly
I played
just
like 5 games?
5 games.
I had to spend a lot of time working on my standard deck.
Sure. I recall the sample hand discussions.
Yeah, so there's definitely going to be some sad stories if I end up not doing well in this tournament. It's going to all come from Legacy. So it's going to be, it's a double format tournament, and usually, you know, I'm good at that because this is like a pro tour, and usually I test both formats. But I spent a lot of time working on standard, and I don't know. I'm not too confident in Legacy. Hopefully, I mean, I'm playing Jerry 75, so hopefully he likes his list, and I can play it pretty well. Like, I'm a decent player. I don't feel like too confident in Legacy, but I should be able to pull at least, hopefully, 5 wins out of it.
All right. So you drove up here with a few people from the Roanoke area. Who was in your car?
Brian Brown Doohan, Todd Anderson, and McDuffie. No, not McDuffie.
McDarby.
McDarby. And McDarby. McDuffie is not from Roanoke. But I talked BBD into playing the deck. He didn't want to play Delver, so he was all up into the mulches.
I saw him at the top tables. Is he also 3-0?
Yeah, he got 2 buys and then he won his round.
Okay.
We start with like Razorverge Thicket into birds, and they're just like green-white aggro, and then you mulch, and they're just like, what? It's like Frights was a deck, but it's been so long since it's been good that it's just not anywhere anymore. So no one even thought about it. There's no curses to hold it back. There's very few surgical extractions, and only Esper has like actual hate to target graveyards, and we have Swords and Geist in our sideboard to have a different strategy. Oh, well, I think I have to go.
That does.